Welcome to another Star Wars vehicle build. Today I'm going to be building an X-Wing to complement the TIE Fighter and have them in a dogfight. So let's get started. I'm going to jump in and grab some blocks. So I think this time I am going to just build slightly off the ground. That way I can actually ensure that I don't have the same problem I did last time. Okay, so I've come up with an initial design for the front nose of it, and I went with darker blocks underneath just to have a bit of shadow. Not sure why that's like that. Oh, my bad. Guess I'll need to put that back in. And I think having these mangrove wood is very nice. It's the right color red, plus it gives the slab and stair variants to create some angle on there. Next up will be designing up the cockpit and the window. And to be honest, I can get rid of these now. And I'm just deciding if that is long enough. I think, yeah, once I have the glass on there, then it's going to be long enough. I can see this one coming together very nicely. We've got the cockpit in now. It's a little bit flat, but again, it's Minecraft, that will do. And I have a space in here nicely for me to put in maybe a glazed terracotta, something that will be good for an R2D2 kind of look. And then we can put one of our R2D2 heads on top of that, which obviously not everyone will have. I guess, what else could you really use if you wanted to do that? I mean, if you want to do it completely in survival, you can use something like a skeleton head, or even, I don't know, maybe a Heart of the Sea, just something a bit smaller than a full block. Or you could actually do this. Nope, not that. There you go. Now you've got a face. And it's robotic as well. And it does actually looks quite funny. But in my survival world, I will go with the R2D2 heads that I have available. So now it's time to design up the wings and the back of this. Okay, so I think the middle part is all done now. I added a trapdoor up here and I added some little mechanical things with a seat inside, as well as designing the location of the wings and the backside of the X-Wing. It was a bit difficult to get that kind of detailed pattern on there, but I think this will do for now. And we've got some vents between the wings as well, and it wouldn't be one of my builds unless I used another lodestone, because why not? I've got to have one in there somewhere now. It seems to be like that's going to be the habit going forwards. But actually, looking at the back of the X-Wing, that is kind of the shape of the middle part, so I figured why not. And having it flat on the front actually didn't look very good. It just all didn't blend well together, so I decided to indent it a little bit. So now I need to lay out the wings. Right, I have some wings in place, and I think this is going to be my ideal size, starting off with the 5 blocks wide, moving into the 2 blocks wide. Yeah, I think this will do the job. Actually, let me just check, have I gone the right direction with that? I feel like they go forwards, not backwards. Yeah, I've gone the wrong way, so that's why it looks a bit weird. Yeah, that definitely looks way better. Now we have some wings in place, now that it's the correct angle. And now what I need to do is just simply add in some color, add in the blasters and the rockets, and then it should be ready. And I now have the rockets and wings done, so I just did some iron fence gates with some black concrete in the middle, and to be honest, the sides are difficult, which brings me back to the same point again I mentioned in every single one of these episodes. We need something to go on the sides that isn't a trapdoor, or some form of black trapdoor or iron trapdoor that can be left in a position of your choosing. At the moment, it's too difficult to cover sides up without adding width, which in this case didn't work out too bad because it does sit just above the wing and has a bit of a rounded shape into the wing, so it looks okay. As for the back, I did try out some shroom lights. The problem again, I couldn't put anything on the side, so without putting a lever behind it and having iron trapdoors, everything else just didn't look right on there. But I think the new mangrove trapdoors actually go really nicely because they have that circle shape. So I just stuck them on the back of a couple of iron blocks. Now the guns, I'm struggling a little bit with. I mean, at the moment this will do, and obviously I can add something like this on the front if I do that, although that's probably not the right one. Then the issue I'll have is the next bit will be sticking off. So what can I put here that is going to give that correct angle whilst also being connectable? And if you guessed I was going to use a grindstone, congratulations. That seems to be the solution to all problems when decorating in this game. So this is now the final design. I did also move these slightly inwards because they don't line up exactly on the actual X-Wings. And overall, I'm very happy with this design. And this is what I'm going to build in my world. And I think the scale lines up nicely with the TIE Fighter as well. So this will not be too expensive. Obviously, I did mention I put one lodestone in the back here, which again, you can just replace that for a chiseled stone bricks. But you can see it just doesn't pop as well compared to the lodestone. I think it's the darker colour in the texture. Just out of curiosity. Yeah, I mean, see, it looks so much better. The lodestone is basically just a better chiseled stone bricks, which they will do fine for that front part of the cannon. So overall, I used stone stairs, smooth stone slabs and bricks, some andesite stairs, different variations of mangrove wood, some grey glass, obviously the brewing stand because they always go in cockpits, one random piece of light blue glazed terracotta. We've got a note block here and a crafter on top just for a bit of texture. A lot of iron trapdoors, iron blocks, end rods, grindstones, and some observers and blast furnaces as well. And let me just check underneath because I didn't actually go through and make sure that was all good. Yeah, that looks about right. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you for the next vehicle.